just a game in also Japanese culture and things like that too. I have been playing a lot of Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess, which is the most recent release from Capcom. It's that one game where basically you're playing as a like a swordsman, and you're protecting this one like shrine maiden goddess woman who is pretty much trying to hold the point, and you're basically exiling and um, like you're pretty much exercising a lot of demons and doing things like that in different areas around different maps. The swordsman's name is So, and then the goddess's name is Yoshiro. So they do have names, but it's like this game is one of those like sleeper hits that Capcom generously one gave me a code for it since I'm in the Capcom Creators Program. So shout out to Capcom for that. I've been playing it on Xbox, but the game is also on Game Pass, so I would have played it regardless. But luckily, I got my own copy. But definitely, highly recommend checking this game out. They have the demo if you don't want to fully commit to the full download, but that demo had me hooked the first time I played it. I probably logged maybe like 20 or maybe something teen hours into this game already.
You are hard diving.
Basically, how the game starts off in the beginning is you're with Yoshiro and So, and they're at the top of like this mountain of like all these different villages and stuff like that, and they're pretty much trying to do like a mass exorcism or banishing defilement on top of this mountain. They get overran. They pretty much get Metroid Samus'd back to the bottom of the, like basically backed away from the main hub area of where all the demons are coming from, and then they have to pretty much rebuild their resources and their abilities and stuff back from scratch. So pretty much the main gameplay loop is, it's what I like to call Demon Slayer Red Light Green Light, which is pretty much during the day you're going around a So, and you're just collecting these like soul crystals or these like purity crystals, which you can use to then, as you're cutting open and banishing other defilement by yourself, you're also finding villagers in these levels, and then the villagers can get classified as different classes of like basically like NPCs that'll help you out when you're doing these missions. So you can have like an archer, or you can have like a woods cutter, or you can have someone who can pretty much like slow down the enemies and stun them and lower their defenses, or you can get like a sumo wrestler who's like really good at like hand-to-hand combat, or you can get like a thief who can dig up hidden boxes for you and stuff for like extra treasure. There's a whole bunch of different classes. There's like 11 different classes of NPCs you can recruit. But as you're going through the game and going level to level, you're like slowly getting more upgrades. But yeah, you're going through the level, and then you're pretty much finding and recruiting these villagers. But you're also carving this path that's already pre-mandated, like where the path is going. But you're using up these crystals that you're getting to pretty much carve a path so that Yoshiro can move along it. And there's a certain amount of time in every day in the game. And then during the day, you're basically carving the path, and she's slowly moving down it. But then at night, she doesn't move, and the demons are coming out of the gate and trying to attack her. So then it becomes a tower defense situation where Yoshiro is the tower, and you're trying to defend her until morning, where she can then progress some more towards the main gate, so you can just banish all the demons and stuff in the area. The game pretty much plays like a very simple 2-button action game. There's like light attacks, and then there's like a heavy attack you can do, and then depending on how many times you press like the light attack button and then press the heavy attack, you'll do like different attack combos. There's like 5-8 different combos you can do. But then balancing the management of playing as So, attacking demons on your own, and then also recruiting villagers, and then giving them different classes of jobs, the placement of the villagers, because like the archers can only attack things that are like the archers can attack things on the ground, but also can attack certain flying enemies that the ones on the ground can't. Having like someone who can freeze and slow the enemies also helps too, because that'll help buy you time and also make it easier for other villagers to attack. It becomes kind of like a real-time strategy game, which I'm not really big into strategy, but like being able to be on the field and have a part in the chaos as well as with assigning different roles to my villagers and stuff is really cool. So I'm really enjoying that. It kind of gives me like Pikmin vibes, honestly, where I'm not just worrying about the character I'm controlling, but I'm also trying to manage what's going on around the map. There's all sorts of different types of classifications of enemies. There's like the little ones that'll just be like regular grunts that just come out in droves, but can be killed really easily, but can kind of overrun your characters if you're not careful. There's like the ones that'll eventually come out that have health bars that'll do different things. Like one will give me a status affliction where I can't command my villagers, so I have to take that one out before I can even issue any other commands or anything or heal anyone. There's ones that will like specifically make a beeline towards Yoshiro and maybe like possess her, then we have to also banish the demon and fight her at the same time. There's like a whole bunch of crazy shit that be going on, and they're all so well designed because they're all based around like actual like Japanese mythology and like yokai designs and all that sorts of stuff. It's so cool. The art direction of this game is like Okami plus Monster Hunter basically. It's like you can tell it's made in that RE engine that Monster Hunter uses because like the movement and character animations are so fluid and well animated. You're like, dude, this is just Monster Hunter engine. This is literally just top-down Monster Hunter engine.
This is the Monster Hunter engine.
Yeah, it just looks so good. And like also the Okami comparison, they literally launched the game with like a pre-order bonus where it's like if you pre-order the game, you just get an Amaterasu skin for So, and then like the Waka goddess skin for Yoshiro, and then also you just get the Okami music to play in the background instead of like the Kunitsu-Gami music, and it fits so well you wouldn't even notice the difference if you didn't tell someone you switched the music. But it's like it's just so perfect. There's also like full-on boss battles too that are really cool with different enemy designs that are so varied. There's certain different stuff halfway through the game where you'll unlock like more villager classes, but also they'll put you in different situations that aren't just red light, green light tower defense. Now you're on like a boat with cannons, or like your soul gets taken out of your body and now you have to like basically specifically manage the villagers. You can't do anything yourself, so you have to like worry about just positioning the villagers. Now it's just like a hands-off strategy game. It's so fucking good, dude. It's so good.
I did not think David would pop off.
Dude, this game is like there was like this tweet that was circulating. Someone was like, Pikmin ass game, Overlord ass game, PlayStation 3, like game locked on PlayStation 3 that you can only access now via weird emulators ass game. Like it's just such a gem, honestly. Like no one, and it's only $40, I think.
Ooh,
it's like plenty of content in there. Every level is replayable because once you beat it the first time, it's basically okay. Here's the level, beat the level. But then after you go out of that level, then you can go back into each level, and they give you like 3 new objectives that you can do, like sub-objectives, where it's like, okay, beat this level without any monsters touching Yoshiro, or beat this level with only like 9 of the 12 allotted villagers, or beat this level without the monsters taking out any of the guardian gates that you can put up to slow them down or anything like that, or stuff like that. It just adds to the replay value, adds to the challenge, and you can also reallocate like the upgrade points to your villagers, because each villager has their own skill tree, and you can use these upgrade points that you get to upgrade the villagers, but then you can refund those and reallocate them to different villagers, which also is really helpful with the strategy too, where it's like, oh, we're going to be on this level where we're going to need like really high range, so I want to upgrade my archers all the way, but then I'll probably put some action points into the healer to have the archers healed all the time, so they can be giving me cover fire while I'm in there fucking shit up, because I'm passively stronger than literally any other NPC in the game. They're just giving me backup at that point. But it's like, there's so much you can think about, and it's handled so well. I'm maybe like 3/4 of the way through the game at this point, maybe like 60-something% through. But it's just been a blast. It's a great game to just jump into for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then just visually it's stunning every single time. Fucking play this game, dude. It's great.
I remember being in the audience when David was playing this game, and I mean, one of the things you said, like, oh, he has a name. Oh, he has a health bar.
Yeah, dude. When you start seeing, yeah, like what the game is really good at. Slowly introducing things. Like it just starts out with the basics of like here's 5 villagers you gotta find, and then here's like the basic stuff, and then like halfway at the point of the game I'm at, there's like it used to be there's get to the one gate, but now it's like okay, here's one gate, now there's another area, and then that area is more complex than the one you just went. So it's just a lot of layers that they add to it. It's hidden gem of the year, to be honest. Like Capcom's in their bag with this one. People are gonna remember this game specifically. This is a good one. So, Kunitsu-Gami, don't sleep on that one. Yeah. Genuinely, that's a good ass game. That's a good ass video game. So,
good ass game.
Yeah, dude.